Hey y'all, how about today I show you how to make a yummy sauteed vegetables with pita and everything hummus, you know, like the everything bagel. So delicious, it's so quick, it's so easy. I mean, the longest it takes is just to saute the vegetables and everything else is assembly. It's so yummy. Let's begin, y'all. Why I show that? So what we're gonna start with is a half a cup Okay, so to begin with, to make this everything spiced hummus with vegetables and pitas, you're gonna get a large skillet because we're gonna actually put a lot of stuff in here. But you're gonna get it warm and going, and to this, you're going to add 2 teaspoons of sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, and half a teaspoon of caraway seeds. And so what we're doing is we're toasting the sesame seeds. And so you're gonna cook it over medium-high heat, stirring it constantly, or almost constantly, because it'll burn, until your sesame seeds are toasted. So if your skillet's already hot, which mine's not super hot yet, it'll take about a minute. So it's a pretty quick process. Side note, you can also do this with nuts. If you're all the time burning your nuts that you're trying to toast in the oven because you forget about them, just put them in a skillet. That's the way I do it. Toast them until they release their natural oils. Let's bump that heat up a little bit. Okay. So they're toasted. They kind of turn a little golden because sesame seeds are white. And then I'm going to dump them in a bowl. Let them cool. You can actually do that part of it, you know, several days in advance. They'll store. So then now you're going to add a teaspoon of dried garlic and a teaspoon of dried onion, and you're gonna add it to the seasonings and mix that up. Now to your skillet, that should be super hot now. You're gonna add, this is 1 medium zucchini that is quartered lengthwise and then just cut into chunks. And a cup of chopped red onion. Ooh. A half a cup of chopped red bell pepper. And you're gonna cook it about on medium, about 4 minutes. You can add some water if it starts to stick. It smells so good. I'm going to add, just because it's me, a little salt and pepper, because I add a little salt and pepper to everything. I think people under-season things. They forget the power of just good old salt and pepper. This is actually a pretty good non-stick skillet, so you may not have to add any water, but only add like 1 to 2 tablespoons at a time. You don't want to make a soup. You just want it to not stick. So after about 4 minutes, your peppers are soft, your onions are, you know, pretty translucent, your zucchini should be about cooked. And now we're going to add to it 2 cups of cooked butternut squash. Here's a little cheat. I buy it already cut up. I have bought the big butternut squash before and cut it up, but that creates a lot of squash and a lot of work. And since it's just me and C, one of those little bags is plenty. So I just steamed it in my steamer basket because it's nice, kind of small, it cooks pretty fast. So you're just going to cook it about 3 minutes until the squash is warmed up. You can add some water if it needs thicken a little bit, and then you're going to take, let's see, 1 teaspoon of your spice mix that we made, and add that to the mix. So you're going to cook it another 3 minutes. Okay, so now you're going to take 1 cup of hummus. It could be store-bought or homemade. This is my homemade hummus. Fun note, I used to not like hummus. And when we became plant-based, I started making my own and realized I do like hummus. I just don't like other people's hummus. So you're going to take your spice mix, take out about 1 teaspoon of it for garnishment, and you're going to mix in the spice mix to your hummus. So it's like an everything spice mix, like an everything bagel. Oh, if you do buy a store-bought hummus, though, make sure there's no oil in it. So many places add oil. There you go. Give it a little taste. Add a little salt. I tend to think everything needs salt, though. So, you know, adjust accordingly. Now, you're going to take a toasted pita and you're going to spread. Now, this makes enough for about 4 pitas, really. Let's see that. Spread it with some of the hummus. I may need a bigger plate. That's how big my pitas were. So spread some hummus around on it. Okay, I got bigger plates. So then you're gonna add some of the veggies that we sauteed to the top. Now you don't have to make this perfect. The point of this, it's kind of rustic, is the feel of it. Beautiful, beautiful. And then you're gonna top it with some fresh thyme. A couple little sprigs. Everybody's got time for fresh thyme. Sorry. It smells so good. And just, you know, sprinkle a little bit of the reserved spice mix. Maybe a little more salt if you like a little more salt like me. There you have it. Roasted vegetables with then pita with everything hummus. So be sure to like and subscribe and share and try the recipes, y'all. Be blessed. Bye.